The couple is in a great hurry to take their daughter to the hospital for treatment. They drive quickly to the hospital. The wife holds the child in her arms. The man hurries to register, but there are too many patients in the hospital. They can only wait patiently in line. The wife's behavior is unusual. She keeps urging her husband to do something for the sake of the child. He goes to find the nurse again. This time, the nurse asks him to register first. The man doesn't notice anything strange about the nurse. It's because of his negligence. That leads to his wife and daughter mysteriously disappearing in the hospital. Everyone in the hospital denies having seen them. Even the surveillance footage doesn't show them. At this point, they wait a long time before it's their daughter's turn for an exam. The doctor is about to give the daughter a CT scan. It was 11:15 a.m. He watches as his wife takes their daughter, who has a broken arm, into the elevator. The daughter is holding a small toy. The doctor gave her the elevator. Doors slowly close. He returns to the waiting room, thinking that once the exam is over, they can go home. But by nearly 5 p.m., he wakes up from his nap. He realizes that the sky outside is gradually getting darker, and his wife and daughter still haven't finished the exam. He feels a wave of unease rising in his heart. He knows that a CT scan shouldn't take this long. The man walks quickly to the front desk. He asks the nurse about the situation with his wife and daughter. The nurse checks the system. She calmly replies that the morning shift colleague should have seen them, but there is no updated information in the system. CT scans sometimes take longer. She suggests he waits patiently for a bit longer. This answer makes him even more frustrated. He asks the nurse to contact the doctor, who attended to them in the morning, Dr. Lamb. But the reply is that the doctor has already clocked out. Now, another doctor is on duty. He suppresses his anger and demands that the nurse contact the on-duty doctor. The nurse gestures for him to wait. She turns around to make a phone call. He sits in a chair in the lobby, staring down the hallway, hoping to see his wife and daughter appear. But time continues to pass. His wife still hasn't appeared. His sense of unease grows stronger. He walks to the front desk again, asking the nurse to check the system, to see how far along his daughter's exam has progressed. The nurse re-enters the information into the computer. Then she looks up and says the same thing. There's no record in the system. He starts looking through the registration forms on the desk. He clearly signed it earlier. Why can't he find it now? The nurse explains. The registration forms are replaced at shift change. Previous information should have already been entered into the system. But the problem is, there's no record of his daughter in the system at all. This is absurd. He clearly completed the hospital admission. Dr. Lamb personally attended to them. He even saw his wife take his daughter into the elevator to have the CT scan. How could there be no record at all now? Facing the nurse's indifferent attitude, he angrily demands that she immediately call the CT room to ask if there's a woman and a 6-year-old child. Maybe his emotional state has affected the nurse. She quickly gets a response. The CT room staff says, the last patient of the day was seen after 9 a.m. No one has come for a scan since. This is impossible. His wife and daughter clearly went in at 11:15. Where did they go? He immediately has a bad feeling. Lei continues to ask. The nurse simply repeats the same answer. The CT room has not seen anyone that fits his description. In that case, he decides to go look for them himself. Taking advantage of other patients coming out, he quickly rushes into the ward area. He needs to find his wife and daughter.